Hello, welcome back to a new video, Laurel Hardy and Charlie Chaplin collectibles. For this video I've got a mixture of paper items, so I've got new items and slightly older items as well, so it's quite exciting. So starting off with these two old catalogues I've got, which I completely forgot I had them. They were amongst a load of magazines that I had on Laurel Hardy. This first one is the Laurel Hardy catalogue 1978-1979. And then this one is 1979 to 1980. So these are really nice old vintage Laurel Hardy catalogues of what came out at the times. And of course 1979 was the year I was born, so it's nice to know what was available as in terms of merchandise and products on both Laurel and Hardy. So I put bits of paper in each catalogue because I've noticed there's quite a few items that I have in my collection, so it gives me a bit more information and a bit more history of them when the items came out. So starting off on this page, you've got the Laurel Hardy whiskey decanters, and these are like the large head bust ones which I've got in my showcase, and these were advertised at $22 a pair or $12 each, and these are Ezra Brooks Premium Whiskey decanters. These ones are empty, but you can fill them with whatever booze or whiskey that you prefer in the whiskey decanters. So I have those in my collection, and but this is what I found quite interesting because there's bits and pieces that I've got that items that are quite old, so it's nice to know what they were being advertised at back then. So you've got the Sons of the Desert plate, which I have, which is a ceramic for $6. So it's a ceramic Sons of the Desert plate, and then further on you've got Laurel Hardy records on LP, which is really really interesting. So some of these LPs I have, and it has all sorts, from the posters to books, pins, pin badges, even belt buckles, all sorts of bits and pieces. There's this one here I have, which is the Laurel Hardy miniature bottles. Again, they're like whiskey decanters, both figures there, and again they're $20 a pair or $7 each. What else is there? There's these figures. There's like plastic, large sort of cartoon figures I have, very colourful ones that I have on display. And at the time these were being sold at $35 a set. And then you've got these on the back, masks, and they're actually just behind me on the wall, just above me there. You can just see them off the camera there. You can see these are the two masks being advertised, and these are going for $7 or $4 each. So really back then in mid-70s or early 80s, that was probably quite a small fortune to be paying out. And then just to go through this catalogue, you've got the ceramic MGM car, which is from Air Raid Wardens, which is a post-Laurel Hardy film. And I have that in my showcase. And again you have the Stanley whiskey decanter there. It does say at the bottom here, it says that miniature bottle set offered last year is sold out yet due to breakage, and then runs there are more Laurels than there were Hardy, so it's a great shame. So obviously the Hardy ones have been broken a lot, so there's more of the Laurel ones, so it makes it more sought after, more collectible. And then again these ones here I have in the collection, these ceramic Laurel Hardy figures there. And let's just see what else there is that I've noticed that I've got in my showcase. Yeah, you've got mirrors in here. I know I've got some mirrors on the wall as well. Laurel Hardy buttons, pins, portfolios, like reproduction press sheets. this one here, which is a set of cards on Laurel and Hardy, which I have. I think they're going for like $2 to $5. I think it says on there, on that one. So yeah, so it's interesting how the prices come about. You got $2 for like finger puppets, which I have in my showcase, which is like the Larry Harmon cartoons. There's the plate. Did I show that in the last magazine? I can't remember. Yeah, there's so much in here. And then you've got that one there. You've got the Peggy Nisbet dolls, which I showed the different various Laurel and Hardy Nisbet dolls in another video. So these are being advertised in this magazine for $50. So that's quite interesting. And then you have this at the back, which is the Super 8 advertising films that you used to be able to purchase. So this is before Betamax or VHS or DVDs. So this is like the old style of home entertainment on Super 8. So you have like the Trina test tube, which is $30. You have Laurel and Hardy Visit Britain, which is $30. Stan Visits Ollie, which I believe is the last footage of them together, where Ollie sadly has lost a lot of weight, and that's $20. So they're all individually, whereas today you can get all of that pretty much in one box set on DVD now. So it's interesting to see how things have changed with the times. So so that's it. So eventually I'll put more information with these catalogues in photos on my page a little bit later at some point, and you can see it all in more detail. And I was just flipping through older Laurel and Hardy magazines, and I saw the famous Bezic Laurel and Hardy salt and pepper sets, and of course I've got these in my display case, and it's just really important to make sure that if you're a collector and you're looking for these, to make sure you have both salt and pepper and the tray, because sometimes they have been for sale or sold without the tray, or with the tray and just one of the salt or the pepper. So that's really important. And regarding the age for this magazine, it's saying, it doesn't say 100% sure, but they're saying that, as in this photo of Laurel and Hardy, which was taken in 1952, which is at Stan's sister, which will be his younger sister, at Stan's sister's pub in Botsford. So it was taken on Easter Sunday, 13th, 1952, and you can see just there, just about see it there if you can. I'm not sure if it shows up well on the camera, but you can see just on the table there, you've got the basic salt and pepper sets. 1952, so that actually shows how old they are. They could be old, or they could be 1940s. I have seen them advertised as early as the 30s, but I'm guessing it's possibly mid-40s or 50s when they came about. And then just on from that, I have this Discovery folder, which I had, and this is probably one of the earlier or first items that I had on Charlie Chaplin. And when I got more serious about him, to learn about the history of Charlie Chaplin, you got all the history inside this film magazine that came with this Discovery folder. And it was a really nice learning curve at an early stage. But the Discovery folders, these came about, I can't remember if it was like once every couple of weeks or months, but I do remember them come out, and all the different kings and queens and all the different figureheads, and this one was on Charlie Chaplin, which I really enjoyed at the time, and I'm happy to still have it in my collection. And then I have this photo that I did put a photo of this on my page of Norman Wisdom, or Sir Norman Wisdom, that's been signed to a Trevor, and you can see clearly that Norman Wisdom is signed on the photo of himself, and we all know that he was an English actor comedian that was born in 1915 and he died 2010. But the big connection with Norman Wisdom goes back to when Laurel and Hardy came over to tour in 1947 to England, and they saw Norman perform on the stage, and they thought he was an absolutely outstanding up-and-coming new comedian. He was basically a nobody then, and it was Stan Laurel that approached the management or the manager and said, "You need to take notice of him and get him more bookings, because he's a great clown." And again, they came back, Laurel and Hardy, when they did their tours in 1952, and Norman Wisdom was touring again. Not touring, sorry, he was performing on stage, and Laurel and Hardy happened to be watching him, and again they just saw his talent right off. And basically Norman Wisdom, he was a big, massive fan of theirs, and he was like, they were like his heroes basically. So there it is. So that's Norman Wisdom. So there's a big connection there with Laurel and Hardy. And I have these cards which I actually got not so long ago. These ones first. These are anti-tobacco cards. They're not old, but they're just nice and done in like a nice old style with details on the back. So they're quite modern. So they're slightly different. There is a Stan Laurel one, but I'm still on the lookout for that one, which will be like that one with the same frame. And then you have these two. You've got Mae Bush, which is also a famous co-star of Laurel and Hardy films, and of Ollie, and again with bits of information on the back. And these are more like magic trade cards. Again, they're not old, but they are 2011. But they're nice cards done in a vintage style. And there's all different stars, not just Laurel and Hardy, and also you've got Charlie Chaplin as well. Two examples there. Really nice. But of course I'm trying to look out for the Stan ones as well, so to add to those card collection. And then just to finish off this video, I have this, which is really nice piece. It's always nice to have something original from the Roach Studios, and this is a signed contract from the Roach Studios, and this opens up like a double page, and then on the back it's been signed by Virginia Fields. Her signature is just on this side, and then it's also been signed by the casting director. Again, I will put pictures on my Laurel and Hardy page, and you'll be able to see it in like better detail as well. But so this is a Screen Actors Guild minimum contract for freelance players. Continuous employment, weekly base, weekly salary, 1 week minimum employment. So this is an agreement made on the 30th of December 1938 between Roach Studios, and it's got on here Virginia Fields, and she plays the cast of Mabel in Captain Fury, and she gets $650 for this film. And this is from the 16th of January 1939, of when the film is to commence, and she's to start at 12:01 AM on Sunday and end at 12 o'clock midnight on the succeeding Saturday. So really interesting document there. It's original paperwork from the Roach Studios. But Virginia Fields, so she was born in London 1917 and died 1992 California. She was 74, so she's a film actress, mainly in films from 1930s right through to 1960s. So she was in this film 1939, which is Captain Fury. She plays Mabel, and there's also other Laurel and Hardy connections with this film. So you have June Lang that also plays Janet, who's in Bonnie, Scotland, and also Charles Middleton as Mergon, who's in the Fixer Uppers, Flying Deuces, Bohunks, and Mary Gordon as Mrs. John Bailey, who's also in Bonnie, Scotland, and a number of other Laurel and Hardy films. Music by T. Marvin Hatley, most famous for Laurel and Hardy Cuckoo Song, so he also did music for this film, and produced and directed by Roach. So, just a little bit about the film. You've got Captain Fury's American adventure, Australian Western. An Irish convict sentenced to hard labour in Australia escapes into the outback, organises aboard a fellow escapees to fight a corrupt landlord. So there it is. So it's just a brief bit of history on the film. So although it's not a contract signed by Laurel and Hardy, but it's a contract from the Roach Studios that's signed by Virginia Field, and you have got Laurel and Hardy connections to this, but it's really nice to have the original paperwork or stationery direct from Roach Studios, and plus you've got Roach, his name on top of the contract there. So that's it for this video. I'm going to be transferring this video also onto YouTube like I have done with other videos. So I never say it, but I'm going to say it on this video for YouTube's sake to like and subscribe. If you could do that, that'll be great. And I hope to sort of upscale the videos a bit more and do more subjects in general, but also I want to change the camera and maybe even the sound quality as well, and try and get more views and more of an audience on YouTube. So thanks for watching this video. Stay safe everyone, and happy collecting. Bye for now.